It's late, maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, and the road is as empty as the sky is dark. You find yourself driving down Abair Road, a winding stretch of asphalt just outside the small town of Whitehall, New York. The trees are thick on either side, the kind that make you feel like you're not alone out here. There's a strange heaviness in the air, something lurking. The road ahead feels like it's leading you into the unknown. The headlights of your car struggling to pierce the fog. You slow down, and as you do, something moves in the periphery. A shape, a massive shadowy, just beyond the reach of your headlights. You feel your heart skip a beat as the 2 red eyes blink from the darkness, staring right at you. They're high up, far too high up to belong to anything human. You slam your brakes, then you look again. It's gone. You've heard the stories. Everyone in Whitehall has. The legendary Bigfoot. And tonight, you wonder if you just became part of the legend yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. What we do here is I write a script. I write a little story at the beginning of the script. I read that to you, and then we go over what else is in the script. Today we're going over the Beast of Whitehall. It's a Bigfoot, no surprise. Seems like every state has like 2 or 3 Bigfoot. But yeah, if you like this content, if you like what I do, we do things. We go over cryptids and paranormal and ghosts and stuff. If you like that, I appreciate it. If you click like, subscribe, leave me a comment. That stuff goes a long way. You guys have been killing it lately with the subscriptions and all that, and it's just you've blown me away, like truly blown me away. I appreciate it so much. But we're gonna get into it. Nestled in the foothills of the Adirondacks, Whitehall, New York is your typical small town with not so typical legend. It's a place where the wilderness creeps into everyday life, and the dense forests surrounding the area are perfect for harboring secrets. But Whitehall's Bigfoot sightings aren't just campfire stories. There's something more. The legend began to solidify in 1976 when a group of teenagers reported seeing a creature unlike anything they'd ever seen before. They were driving down Abair Road, the very road you were just imagined when they claimed they saw an enormous hairy figure standing near the edge of the woods. Panic set in, and before long, local law enforcement arrived on the scene. At first, they were skeptical, until they saw it. Several officers describing a creature standing over 7 foot tall, with broad shoulders and glowing red eyes. Some said it moved like a man, but was clearly not human. What started as teenage hysteria quickly turned into one of the most famous Bigfoot sightings in the U.S. The 1976 encounter wasn't the first reported sighting either. It was one that put Whitehall on the map for Bigfoot enthusiasts, and since then the town has become a hotspot for researchers, cryptozoologists, and curious tourists. Yeah, so the town itself has been on like several episodes. There was an episode of Monster Hunt or a Monster Quest about it. That was on the History Channel, if you can stand to watch anything on the History Channel. But yeah, it's a pretty cool legend. As far as anything having like glowing red eyes, that kind of puts it into the not a cryptid thing, in my opinion. Nothing in nature has glowing red eyes. Now, you could maybe say that like if they were shining their flashlights around, you know how like dogs and cats and like animals and stuff like that, if you shine a flashlight around, you get the eye shine back. You could claim that was probably what was happening, but we don't have any clue. But I know I've heard an interview with one of the officers that arrived on that scene where he talked about they hopped out of their car and they had seen it there. So I don't know. We're gonna move on. So, what did these people really see? Could it have been a bear, an optical illusion, or mass hysteria? Or is it possible that something unknown really stalks the woods of Whitehall? Eyewitnesses described the creature as bipedal, towering 7 to 8 foot tall, covered in dark hair with distinct red eyes. It's a description that closely matches other Bigfoot reports across North America. But here's where it gets interesting. Police officers are trained to observe and report with precision. When multiple officers claim to have seen the creature themselves, it added a layer of credibility that most Bigfoot sightings lack. Yeah, police officers do kind of bring like an edge of professionalism to that kind of stuff. Some of the officers described hearing strange noises, guttural sounds unlike anything they'd encountered before. Could it have been a bear? Maybe, but no one's ever been able to prove it. One theory is that the dense forests of the Adirondacks could easily hide such a creature. The area is sparsely populated with miles of uncharted wilderness. It's a prime location for a large undiscovered species to thrive, far from human eyes. That and it's the Adirondacks are a mountain region, aren't they? You could certainly have something big like that live up in the mountains, because like humans don't usually go up there. Whitehall's Bigfoot sightings didn't just stay within town limits. The story caught the attention of national news outlets, and soon enough, Whitehall was on the radar of Bigfoot researchers from across the country. The town even holds an annual Bigfoot festival celebrating the creature that has become part of its identity. Yeah, they do that. There's statues all over the town too. Much like Munising up in Michigan, up on Lake Superior, they have Sasquatch statues all over the place too. There's supposedly Bigfoot sightings up there. I was on vacation up there a few years ago, back in 2020, and I've got pictures of the statues. They're pretty cool. Documentaries, TV specials, and countless online forums have dissected the Whitehall sightings over the years, making it one of the most well-known Bigfoot encounters in the world. The legend has become more than just local mystery. It's part of the fabric of the town. People come from all over to experience the home of Bigfoot, and for some, it's more than just a fun trip. They come hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature themselves. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Bigfoot is big business whenever you have a documented sighting like that. Legal protection for Bigfoot. In 2018, Whitehall took an unprecedented step and granted Bigfoot legal protection. That's right, it's illegal to hunt or harm Bigfoot within Whitehall's town limits. Why? Well, part of it is a nod to the town's rich history with the creature, but there's also an underlying message. If Bigfoot is real, then no one should be out there trying to kill it. The law is largely symbolic, of course, but it speaks volumes about how seriously some of the town take the legend. It's a way of preserving Whitehall's connection to the mystery while also protecting those who believe from taking matters into their own hands. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I remember that actually being on the news too. I believe there's a place out west that did that as well, but I'm not 100% on that. But not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that the sightings could easily be explained by misidentifications or even hoaxes. Many point to bears as the likely culprit, especially when seen from a distance or in poor lighting. Others claim that the legend has grown larger than life, fueled by tourism and media coverage. Despite numerous expeditions and research efforts, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. No bodies, no DNA. Nothing that would definitively prove Bigfoot's existence. So, is it all just a myth? Or is there something more to the sightings that have haunted Whitehall for decades? Yeah, that's like the big criticism, right? It's like there's never a body. And I think that goes to just nature in general. Nature can break down a body super quick if it's just left out in the woods, like to the other critters and stuff like that. And that's not to say that like if there would be multiple Bigfoot out there, It's not to say that maybe they wouldn't move the body. You know, maybe they wouldn't have their own kind of burial rituals like humans have. You know, it's not like us to just leave a body laying out. You know, we move it and we you know, do our burial rituals with it. So it's not impossible that, you know, if Bigfoot was real, that it would have some kind of cultural thing like that too. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to think about. The lack of DNA in bodies and all that stuff certainly does, you know, speak largely about Bigfoot's existence, but you never know. It's one of those mysteries. As with most legends, the truth lies somewhere between belief and skepticism. The sightings in Whitehall remain unexplained to this day, whether it's a creature of flesh and blood or just a shadowy figure in the fog. One thing is for sure, Bigfoot has left its mark on this small town. So next time you find yourself driving down Abair Road late at night, keep your eyes on the tree line. You never know what might be watching from the darkness. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I have pulled up some photos. I'll try to get some from the festival, and I'll try to put those in here too. But if you guys like what we do, I appreciate a like and subscribe. It goes a long way towards helping the channel out. There's more stuff that I want to do, and I really kind of need to get to the 1,000 sub march before I can 1,000 sub line before I can, you know, do anything. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Control the air you breathe. Worship me, my forgiveness sets you free. Worship